Welcome back to our politics. Now, journalists across Europe are standing up for their Italian counterparts after two Italian politicians verbally attacked the press. Flash mobs popped up today in several European cities, including this one in Brussels. The protesters are angry about comments from Deputy Prime Minister Luigi Di Maio and prominent five-star politician Alessandro Di Battista. They referred to journalists as, quote, jackals, whores, and spreaders of fake news, end quote. Now, all for reporting on the case of a mayor of Rome who had been accused of an abuse of power. All right, I am joined by Ignazio Corrao, an Italian MEP from the Five Star Movement, and Darren McCaffrey, our political editor, is back with us. I'll start with you, Ignazio. I mean, these are words that are, not very proper for politicians. And these are people from your party as well. What do you have to say about their behavior?
Well, we can discuss about the wording, we can use other wording, but in Italy there is a problem. We have not to see the wording, but we have to see the problem. In Italy we have a big problem with
You don't have a problem with the wording?
I mean, yeah, we can talk about the wording, but when Alessandro Di Battista used a very strong wording, he wanted to say that journalists in Italy, they don't have the freedom to express their idea, because the political line of all newspapers is given by the property, and the property is linked with political parties. This is a big problem with information we have in Italy, and everybody has to know that. The striking case of Silvio Berlusconi, many times Prime Minister and owner of the media of Italy. But on the other side, the Benedetti was the membership card of Democratic Party and was owning a big part of the media also. So we have to face that, and we have to say that the information and the newspapers are used to influence public opinion in order to reach.
In terms of
but in saying that, there may well be a point in that, and that's true of newspapers across the world. But you have to recognise that if you're going to have a debate, if you want to make that point, using language like that,
you don't hit below
acceptable.
the belt, basically.
Well, but we would never use this language with the real journalists, investigative journalists who fight to to search the truth, are always defended by us. We will always be in the first line to defend the journalists who do their job. But we cannot say that the journalists who give away their thoughts...
That could also mean journalists you agree with or journalists you don't agree with.
No, it's not a matter of agreement. We don't want journalists to talk nicely about the five-star movement. We want the journalists to do their job. They have to find, search, and tell people the truth. In Italy, journalists are giving opinions who are not their own, but they are given by the property of the newspapers. And the newspapers are owned in Italy by businessmen. I talked about Berlusconi. There is Caltagirone.
So you're saying is there no free press in Italy?
There is no free press, and this is the opposite of what...
Darren, I'll let you
I mean, all I would say is, first of all, politicians shouldn't tell journalists how to do their job or what makes a good journalist a bad journalist. That's not the role of politicians in a healthy democracy. Second of all, newspapers are by their very essence businesses, and they're owned by business leaders, and they are often linked to the world of politics. That is true the world over and has been for a very long period of time. But the whole point of when you live in a world of the free press is that you accept that. You accept that. Now, if you've got problems with the editorial line a newspaper takes, or indeed the argument that the journalist takes, you take them up on the issue rather than what they're saying.
Right.
No?
I mean,
no.
This is going to be...
Italy is not the same of Great Britain or France.
This is going to be a long...
Do you agree with me that it's not normal that Silvio Berlusconi, many times Prime Minister, is the owner of half the media?
You made your point on the journalists. I do want to ask you something. Sorry, we have to go, but I have you yes or no question. Talk about the Italian budget. Do you think that the government will change position? Yes or no only?
No.
Okay, so Italian government is not changing their position. We don't have time for more.
It's a changement of Italy. It's not changing position.